Hello, people of the stream. Shit. So, shoot, can we hear music? Oh, okay. Uh. Oh, can hear music. Okay. I thought the volume bits had scuffed itself again. Okay, so as the title suggests, we have got. So we are going to be doing some mining bits, and we've got some new music to listen to. Which this music is being taken from. Oh, yep, there we go. Now we can. Okay, just gonna turn down the weather because I don't want to hear that over the potential new music. Audio. Weather. Turn that all the way down. Turn that all the way down as well. Okay, that should be fine. So yeah, so the music that we'll be using is coming from the Twitch soundtrack app bit. So it should be fine to listen to on stream. It says that you can kind of use it and then they take it out afterwards. I don't really know. I'm testing it out. So if Twitch get mad at me for using any songs in here, then we're going to stop using this and just go back to our normal no music policy. Because I don't want to risk it. So yeah, so I turn it. Also, I don't know if these songs are any good or not, so you have to excuse it. You should be able to hear it. Okay, so currently this is Elwood Mercy, with Rags, which is spelled Raags. So, don't know if it's any good or not. Just gonna minimize that. I'm gonna stream on the phone to check if you can hear the music, because it'll be fun. It'll be funny if it turns out I can hear it but you can't. Shoot. Just gonna minimize that. I'm gonna stream on the phone to check if you can hear the music. Okay, you can. Oh, good. It'll be fun. It'll be funny if it turns. Audio's a little bit scuffed in places, but it's fine. Okay. I need the phone up. I keep closing down the phone, but I need the phone. Because I found some cool places for us to investigate. So, first of all, we are going to go to... Where is it? No, I took new pictures today. Did you not update? Did it not take them? Okay, I don't think it took them. So we're gonna have to go off memory because I'm not loading up the world again. So we've got our fortune one. We need a silk touch, so we're gonna do some harvesting first before we go and kind of go mining bits. Oh, actually, I'll give you an update. So, talk about we've got Azure. Right. Oh, it's low on health. Okay, we'll leave it there. And then if we come down here. So along here, I was doing this the other day. We've got, so this room is still uncertain. Still don't know what to put in this room. Here, so this is the swimming pool hot tub room. which we need to find more geodes to get more tinted glass, but that's fine. So we've got this bit. And then we've got changing rooms, so they can come in here, get changed. Not shut the door on themselves. And then we've got a hot tub bit, which needs more quartz for. But yeah, we did the ceiling in. And this is what it will look like. And it should be bright enough in here that they kind of won't spawn in any monsters. I am only saying should though. I'm going to turn down this music a little bit. It seems very loud. Okay. I'm going to turn it down a little bit more. There we go. Alright. And then here we've got our tunnel bit. So this is the tunnel system for it. Because we don't want to see the redstone. So we've got our redstone here. I believe that's active at the moment. I'll just check it with this one. Because we've got a failsafe switch. Okay, the failsafe is active. So, what that means is that we can open up this bit and it doesn't explode, so we could open it up, put valuables in there, so like that bit. If we were to do it without that on, then it would. I'll show you it from out here. So the TNT goes round from there into this bit which has water in it. So it protects the chest. Oh, okay. It's changed on. It is currently playing. What one is it playing? It is playing Seasons Pass by Mundy's Bay. Never heard of that one either. But okay. Yep. And then it goes down to here which has TNT. Yeah, I can't get back out again. Yeah. So this will explode. And down here, I'm going to crouch so you can see it. So there's a pit of lava. So if by chance the TNT doesn't kill them, then the lava will. So yeah, the only problem is though, after each time it kind of goes off, you have to come back and reset the system, but oh well. It's a price to pay to keep your valuables safe. Alright. I'm going to activate the failsafe. So where I know about that, it means that if kind of when I go to put stuff in there, it won't explode on me because I just know that I need to press that. But I'm going to put some more levers in the room so that it's not as obvious. Make it seem more like a decorational item. And then this tunnel goes all the way to the end. But it's just this bit for the moment. So we're getting there. If you like the song at all, then feel free to listen to it out of kind of the stream. I will be saying the name of all of the songs that I kind of come across. Purely because that way you can, I feel like you have a right to know what song they are. And if I say it, then kind of if you like it, you can listen to it. If not, oh well, up to you. Personally, I don't think I will listen to these two out of stream. They're good, but I wouldn't say they're kind of that good, kind of thing. So I won't be listening to them out of the stream. But that doesn't mean that you can't. Because kind of they've obviously had to have been somewhat good to get onto the kind of Twitch thing. Anyway, just happens to be that it's not my cup of tea. Okay. Oh yeah, we need to do farms. Oh, we'll sleep the night through. Okay, so it's changing sun. So it is now going to be playing tarot cards by Bathe, which is spelled B-A-T-H-E, which so I'm saying Bathe and not Bath. It's got an E on the end. Okay. Let's go do some harvesting. This won't be a long stream, this first part. I'll be doing a longer one later on. I'm going to start earlier than I normally would do, but I'm going to do a longer one later on. So, kind of this morning, I need to turn down the game's volumes. So yeah, this morning, we found out that the oven had stopped working properly throughout the night. Oh my goodness, she's finished it already. Okay, sidetrack. So, last night, I brought my dog an 8-inch dog bone. Kind of, the wrapper of it said it was 8 inches. I believe. Rawhide, pressed bone. Well, that's a very big bone for her to chew. Very big. And she's had it in 10 minutes. This is supposed to last you half an hour. She's had it in 10 minutes. Great. That or she's eaten half of it and then come in here. I hope she's eaten half of it. Okay. But no, so yeah, we discovered that the oven had stopped working properly and had been on since at least about quarter to 3 on fan. Which we found this out at, let's see, about 7:30 roughly, kind of thing. So it's had a good 4 hours of being on, which we don't know what that's done to the electric bill. But it's like great. So yeah, spent the morning trying to figure out that bit, which we haven't figured out too much. I've taken it out and kind of unplugged it for now. But I've turned off the power to it so it can't turn itself on, kind of thing. But yeah, so in a few days or a week, kind of thing. It might slightly be a week because my mum gets paid on a Friday. We're gonna be buying a new oven because when the microwave stopped working and it broke down, we didn't get a new microwave because we could live without new microwave. But the oven we physically can't do without. Too many bits need the oven, especially that we've currently got in to cook. So yeah. Oh, and the stream's lagging. See, I'm being told I have excellent connection rates, and yet the stream is lagging. How is that excellent bitrate or excellent connection rates? It's okay. At least it's not glitching, but great. But no. So yeah, downloaded the new game though, kind of thing that we're doing. Jess, shush now. Oh, actually, that could be my watch. Between 3 PM and 6 PM. Alright. I'll be back in a minute, Twitch chat. You can have dog bark. Sorry if any of you have gone slightly deaf through that. That's her being quiet. That's her quiet barks. Turns out it was just post. And not even good post. Dog. Oh well. Yeah. Where was I? Okay, I was down this end bit. But yeah. What was I forgot what I was talking about now. Oh, so yeah, so that's her being quiet though. Sorry for the barking, but it's her being quiet. I'm gonna check the sun bit, check if I need to update you on what the sun is. Nope. Oh, I'm currently looking to my plants by Gum Country. Okay. Wait, what? Where did this... Why is it glitching out the sound? It was working fine. There we go. Okay. I don't think the laptop's strong enough to handle this. But oh well. But yeah, she normally kind of... So she'll bark when someone's leaving. She'll bark when someone's coming in. She will bark when there's posts delivered. She'll bark if she hears a noise outside. Which, if kind of you're the only one in and you're leaving, you do just have to kind of just let her bark. Which seems horrid for the neighbours. And she's giving me evils now because I'm talking about her like this. But yeah, it seems horrid for the neighbours. But the moment you try and stop her from barking, she barks even louder. And it's like, yeah, no, can't do with that. Especially if you're then running late. It just doesn't happen. So it's like, right, okay, just go out. She stops barking after a few minutes, kind of thing. She gives up, realizes it's not alerting anybody, and just gives up. And she's on alert. Great. And then if someone knocks on kind of even just a door frame as well, she'll bark. And she's back to giving me evils. Except what she doesn't realise is that this is just the truth. Even then, she is currently my joint most loyal companion. Real friend kind of thing. So, she gets anything she wants out of me. She comes in, she wants strokes, I will give her strokes. Especially as if she doesn't, she whines. She will come in, stare at me for 30 odd seconds, realize I can see her, but I'm doing something, so not acknowledging her, and will start whining and groaning. And it's like, no. And at first I'm just like, no, Jess, shush. And then she doesn't stop, she gets louder. And then I'm in my head I'm going, wow, fine, please just shut up, please be quiet. So yeah, she then gets strokes. Until she's had enough, actually. I was gonna say until it feels like my arm's about to fall off, but as I learnt last night, it really isn't. It's just until she decides she's had enough. So, and this might make her seem like a horrid dog, but when I'm upset kind of thing, she's there before I know I'm upset. She's really just always there. Listens to me sinning when kind of I don't trust anyone else to. Partially because she's a dog and can't talk. So even if she didn't like it, she hasn't got a choice. But even then, she always listens. And it sounds weird, but I do end up just telling my problems to her. She's very much... I don't think I could have got through lockdown with a semi-sane mind without Jess. I really don't think I could have. Or when my parents used to argue all the time, I would be with Jess for what I would say is kind of for Jess and for her. And she's gone walking off. Okay. Yeah, but I would say it's for her, but really it's for me. And she would keep me company during those times. Just gonna check the song. Alright, so it's currently playing Until Today by the Genuine Jones. Okay. Yeah, my laptop can't handle this. Okay. Well, hopefully, I'm asking my dad for a laptop for Christmas, so hopefully he'll get the one that I ask him to, because I'm going to do research and find one that can handle kind of the stream bits. Or handle having the stream up and play music bits. So really, I'm going to find a good one. I'm going to have it be under 700 though, just because as much as I'm doing this as a thing of getting back at him, I will feel bad if it's over 700. Oh, and she's gone to bark at the wildlife. I forgot a few reasons. It seems I forgot a few reasons why she barks. So one of them being wildlife. So squirrels, cats, foxes, wind. What else is there? Well, just going outside in general in the first place sets her off. Yeah. I think those are it. Oh, and then also if someone motions that they're playing darts, my dad trained her to bark at that. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay. I think that's all the reason why she barks. Don't know anymore. Okay. So then carrots. Nah. As much as she is annoying at times, I wouldn't trade her for anything. I would, if someone came up to me and said kind of your Xbox, your house, your whole life kind of thing, or the dog, I would pick the dog over everything. Sorry, Church, that even you. The dog would come above you. Because the dog's been for me been there for me when no one else has. Even now, she could be laying in the front room, taking a nap, and instead she's laying in my room, listening to me talk. Rather than doing her normal of taking a nap. Oh, music check. Okay, so it's now playing Past Midnight by the Cadillac. Oh, great. Yeah, my laptop definitely can't handle this. Oh well. I think we might only do a couple more songs for them. Just because my laptop's really struggling to run everything. And I kind of don't want to crash it for the sake of just listening to music. So I think we might go back to the kind of non-music bit soon. And then, oh yeah, so the horror games. I was on that bit. So the horror games that we've got are Five Nights at Freddy's. Which I'm not looking forward to. I think, was it George? So, there's a funny backstory to, it's funny for me anyway, kind of thing. But there's a backstory to go with it. So, when I was choosing the game, I was going by title. I was thinking, right, I want something that I recognise. I want to play a horror game that I recognise because then I can, if I get stuck, I can search up how to play it, or I can call a friend and ask him how to play it. So it's got to be one with a title I recognise. Thinking possibly kind of playing the granny game or something like that kind of thing. And then I thought, well, you know what? I'll see what Xbox has got at the moment because Xbox, like, I'm on the Xbox and I'm going to be playing it on the Xbox. But I'll see what they've got going free because I ain't paying money to play a horror game. Nope. It's like horror game needs to come free. And then on Game Pass, which so technically in a way I am paying for it, but on Game Pass they had the Five Nights at Freddy's game. It's just like, okay, sure, I recognize that one. And well, I'll get that one. It's a name I recognize. I've seen people play through it. I know roughly what to do, kind of thing. So yeah, and I know what roughly to expect as well, so it shouldn't be that bad. Although I thought that about the Hello Neighbor one, but still. And then going for it, I was like, oh okay, well they've got all four on here are going for free, and I was like, you know, I might as well just download all four of them. So that's what we've got, chat. We've got all four Five Nights at Freddy's to play, which I have played them. No, I've never played them. I've always been too scared to play them, and I'm not afraid to admit that I was too scared to play the Five Nights at Freddy's and Hello Neighbor. So Hello Neighbor until last Wednesday. Five Nights at Freddy's still haven't played. Closest I come to playing it is a knockoff, which is the Carnival version. And what son is this? Because this doesn't sound like the same one. Okay, it was the same one. Alright, it's about to play Crashing by Ryan Pulford. But yeah, so yeah, I was just too scared to play them. I thought so one of my biggest things is jump scares and kind of the fear and the unknown of what might happen, but usually doesn't happen, but what could happen. And they're some of my biggest kind of fears for horror bits. So I was like, yep, I'm never playing them. And then now I am. Although it won't be Wednesday though, it will be Tuesday. Purely because I've got a friend who said he'll be in the chat, because I was thinking if I get confused about what I'm supposed to do, like I did in the Hello Neighbor, if I call him up, then I can kind of ask him for help. And he said he'll be in the chat for it. So, yay! We're not doing this alone. Kind of thing. I've got backup this time. Even though he'll be in the chat rather than the call bit. But yeah, I was like, so have you got college next Wednesday? And he's like, yeah. And it's like, okay, well, what's your days then? And he went, oh yeah, I'll do all day that day, and part of that day. It's like, okay, well, the horror stream's now moved to Tuesday because you're free on Tuesday. And I might call you up for it. And he was like, oh, okay. You could do a slightly short, just like, wait, what? Why are you calling me up? Okay. But yeah. So the horror stream will be Tuesday instead of Wednesday. But that's fine. I'm still gonna do it so I have to play at least an hour of it. Just that way you can kind of give the game its full course. And kind of get to give the game a chance. I find rather than if you do it and only play it for say like 15 minutes or so, you're not really giving it a chance. Oh seriously, it is one short. Alright. Do you want carrots? Nope. Potatoes? Nope. Wheat. Okay. Those ones I don't really care about. And let's just do this bit. It doesn't want carrots. He wants wheat. Oh, I don't have enough wheat. Okay. Never mind. Nope. Carrots. We've got a potato person around here somewhere. Oh, seriously, it is 1 carrot short. Oh, I need that one undone. 1 carrot short. Because he'll be our diamond guy. Oh, okay. So we're gonna put silk touch on this one. But for that, I want to get us a few more books. Okay, so we've got 14 to spend. And then the 14 that we already had, so we've got 28 emeralds to spend in kind of our bookshop. Oh, we should do that at some point. Make the kind of villagers that we've got over there that are librarians make it a bookshop. Where is it? It's this one. Right, Infinity, Dip Strider, Bane. Nope. There we go. Okay, and we'll take the donkey. I think it's a tiny bit faster than us. Okay, so it's now playing The Two of Us by the Jesus and the Mary Chain. Okay. I've never heard of any of these people who've played songs. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna bring the donkey down into here. Okay. So our librarians, we've got this guy's Infinity. That's our bookshelf one. Piercing. Knockback. Smite. Looting. Nope. Okay, channeling. Knockback. Depth Strider. Oh, sugar, why do they have to move? Silk Touch, multi-shot, and nothing else. Bane the Barthropods, multi-shot, knockback, Silk Touch. Did you have anything in here? Punch. Guys, these guys are... Oh, great. They are useless. And we're just going to jump up onto him. None of their trades, or none of the books they had, actually help. Right. We'll go to our second book stash. Because, why not? Oh, to re-enchant this though. I'd like to get Unbreaking on it. Just so it lasts a tiny bit longer. Not that book stash. The book stash that we've got in the house, in our ender chest. Okay, efficiency. Take that one. Loyalty. Fire prop. Infinity. Riptide. Crit charge. Lure piercing. Knockback. Okay. So we haven't got... Great. Okay. We've got books somewhere around here. That we can kind of enchant. Where are they? Just if you let one go. You know what, chat? I think my dog's just farted. Could be drains. I think she's farted. Okay. Alright, yeah, we're turning off the Twitch soundtrack then. I pressed X to it. No, Twitch, I don't want to listen to this soundtrack anymore. Alright. Stream falls last I trained this bit. Okay. Alright, I'll figure out how to close the app later on. But now I'll pause the music. Okay. That one. Oh yeah, it already has efficiency. Whoops. I'll put efficiency on this one then. Okay, so we've got a... Oh yeah. We'll do that in a moment. We've got a Fortune pick and a Silk Touch pick. So we should be fine. Do we remember where the ladders are though? Ah. Alright, we're gonna tower up with sand for the moment. Oh, I need the bricks. We're just gonna do some more on this bit. Just before we go off mining. Because kind of, it's nearly done. No, it's not nearly done. It's still quite far from being done, but it's closer. At the least. But yeah, I took a day off yesterday. So I've decided that I'm not gonna stream on Thursdays and Sundays. So like, they're harder days for me to stream on anyway. Thursdays because my mum's kind of in all day and she only goes out for a few hours. And Sunday because the only time she's out is when I'm still waking up. Or maybe about an hour after my church. Other than that, she's in. And normally Ian's in as well. So then they expect me to kind of just do family stuff. And it's like, I don't want to do family stuff. I just want to be in my room and do my stuff. But no, so Thursdays and Sundays will no longer be stream days. If I'm feeling in the mood for it, then I might kind of stream on one of those days, but it's a good chance there just won't be any. Also because I find myself running out of things to talk about. But yeah. And then, other than that, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday currently still planned stream days. I meant to do on yesterday. And then forgot. And then ended up doing other bits and then realised it late at night and was like, oh, okay. Need to do that. Okay. My dog's just crawled under my bed. Oh well. But yeah, I've got my watch coming today, so over this past few weeks, or week or two, of not having my watch, really, I thought maybe I would get used to kind of not wearing it. But all it's done is show me just how much I rely on my watch. So the amount of times I've been asked about what time it is, or the amount of times I've gone to check it and it's not there. It's like, nope. And then it's been, even now, I can really notice how kind of lighter my arm is, not having the watch on my wrist. I noticed it massively. So, yeah, ordered a new one. I finally remembered what one it was, because I used to have a Delphi Pulse smartwatch. And this time, if I get up the Amazon page, I'm getting... where is it? What is it going to show me? this time I'm getting a Delphia Arcticus fitness tracker. See, I'm going with the Delphi purely because, well, because they've been a good watch company so far. I kind of haven't had anything to complain to them about. And also because they're cheaper. So the only other watches I would get would be the Google Watch or kind of the Fitbit. But they cost over 100 quid, and I don't have over 100 quid to spend on a watch. Even if I did have over 100 quid to spend on a watch, I still wouldn't, because why would you spend over 100 quid on a watch when you can get ones for 20, 30 quid that do the same thing and are cheaper? It is just absurd to spend that much on a watch. Sure, kind of the better it is, the longer it lasts. Or the more expensive it is, the better it's made, the more likely it is to last. But even still, so the one I had lasted about 3 years roughly, 3-4 years at least. And then it's lasted years. So the only thing I've had to do in the time is replace the straps, which are broken. Other than that, I haven't had to replace anything. I haven't needed to replace anything. So yeah. So I always go now for the unnamed brands. And I would recommend going for them. They generally do better stuff. But it's my opinion. Right, we're going to drop down here. We're going to take midnight to get to where we're going because it's quite a bit out. Whee! Of course, kind of would sleep through the night though, but yeah, we'll take midnight. And we'll put the donkey on the farm because it can kind of sit in there. Alright, so donkey's going in here. We're grabbing a bunch of blocks. We're going to leave the diamonds here actually. Not diamonds, emeralds. Because don't want to take them with us when we could potentially die. So yeah. Oh, that's another thing. So on Thursday, I was doing mining. I went down into the cave mine bit that we have. Then I went strip mining for hours. And then I found a ravine. And went and mined at that bit. I found a mine shaft with it, so I grabbed a couple of bits on there. There was, at one section, there was 2 blocks of gravel. One had a stack of gravel underneath it. The other one didn't. I placed a torch to light up the area. Just so happened to be standing on the singular block that didn't. Fell straight the way down into lava. Lost tons of stuff. I lost everything I'd gathered. And a silk touch pickaxe that was fortune 3 pickaxe. And my original silk touch pickaxe. Gone. Everything apart from about a stack or 2 of blocks went into the lava. It was just like, nope. As soon as that happened, I just logged off. I thought, yeah, no, I'm done on here for today. And then I hadn't taken a picture of the cords of it either. So I had no idea where it was. Went back a little bit later. Kind of thing. Went into creative. The creative world. Retraced my steps to find where it was. Got the cords. Went back. And then that was when I found out what was left of it and how everything else had burnt. And I started having a gapple because although it doesn't give fire res, thought kind of it can provide extra regen and try and do something that way. And didn't eat it in time. So that burnt as well. But yeah. So, oh, sugar. Sugar. So earlier on I found Actually, we're going to get an achievement as well, whilst we're here. Because there's an achievement you can get for being in a boat with a goat. Which I've only just realised that rhymed. Oh. Oh, they eat. Yeah, there's an achievement for it. So, I found a spot which is kind of prime goat spawnage. And it's quite far out though. So, we will be going for a little bit. But when we get there, we can get the achievement, and then we can go on to the ravine. Which, I don't know how I haven't got that achievement before. I'm quite sure I have put a goat in a boat before, but according to Minecraft, I haven't. I think it says that I have to be in with it, but even still, I'm quite sure I've done that before. There we go. Okay, so it's just at the end, just up here, is for the goat bits. Right, we're gonna go across this way because you can always go around it. Hey, and Midnight, come on. I know you can jump 2 blocks. Alright. Guess Midnight can't jump 2 blocks. Yep, prime goat spawnage. Ah, there's a goat. Okay. So, boat. Need to make a boat. Need to make a boat. Alright, shovel. Thanks. Boat. No! Alright, we're gonna put it on the lead. Grab. Where did the lead go? Midnight. It can go. I know it can go in a boat. Yes! Right, go in the boat. And now I'm in the boat. Okay, the achievement for that should come up soon. Just gonna attach Midnight to this. We'll check this bit. So I couldn't show you achievement bits before, but I can now. Yeah. Oh, and float. Okay. So we need to take it onto the sea. Alright then. Oh, no! It's registered it. See, so you don't even have to take it onto the sea. You just have to kind of move around a tiny bit. It's just slow. Alright. Bye bye, goat. You served your use. See, so you got to see some of the achievement bits. Right, so it was then this way. I remember it being in the 2000s on both at least. Oh, there's a little fox. You watch the fox. And do we take the fox? We'll come back for the fox. Because we're gonna need the lead actually, yes. So we'll come back for the fox. Anyway, they always say kind of not to keep wild animals as pets. Well, Minecraft literally encourages you to keep wild animals as pets when you think about it, because you tame a wolf to have it become a dog. Well, even then it's still a wolf, just a tamed wolf. You tame wild cats, kind of thing, because ocelots. You swim with wild dolphins. You just decide to sit on and tame wild horses. Keep sheep, cow, pigs, which are all known to kind of attack, well, bite people at times, as pets and kind of harvest them. Pandas can kind of breed them. Don't really keep them as pets, but breed them. Foxes you keep as pets, where if you get damaged, if they see you get damaged, then they attack. But unlike with wolves, if you kind of hit something, they won't attack it. So yeah, so this really encourages you to keep wild animals as pets. Never thought about that till now. Oh well. No, this wasn't it. Okay. Where was it? Also, the books that I read on Wattpad, I've realised how I can have, because I've got over 300 of them on the go, and I've realised how I can kind of read that many at once, and it's because they all follow the same theme. So it's always kind of boy comes from really troubled background, gets adopted by a really nice family, struggles to realise how nice they are. Family shows him just how nice they actually are. Everything works out, kind of thing. It's always that kind of style. The majority of the, say, a few of them change to different circumstances of it, and it's like, oh, okay, it's in some of them, it's that kind of disorder, not that one. But it's all that same kind of style. It's very rare that you find anything different. And the few that do, they usually end up deleting the story and going, okay, yeah, I haven't got any more motivation to do this. I don't like the book. And it's like, seriously, this was one of the few in there that was different. And we're going to check the chords. So I've started reading a few different types. So I've got my classic one that I just described that I read. Then there's a vigilante one, because I kind of like the idea where it's boy and best friend come from really troubled past. They make new friend. They try to do good in the world. Okay, so here we go. They try to do good in the world. They do good in the world by illegal methods. The actual people stop them and help them. And that's as far as any of the stories I've got so far. Because no one actually has finished those. Then I've got a small portion where it's kind of his family, kind of with him being in a really bad family, and then you kind of see him go off and live with his friends instead because they're kind to him. I've then got a few. So there's the vigilante ones, there's the bad home, there's, well, the previous bad home, the current bad home. What else is there? Can't remember the others. Oh, and then I've got a few which are kind of the romance ones, which is like, oh, okay, that person and this person, yeah. I like those. I like seeing what kind of stuff they have our character do. So I like the kind of your name ones because it's fun. Some have them as really outgoing and really confident. Others have them as kind of shy individuals that never do anything. Others have them as abused people. It's nice to see what they come up with. And I find the your name, so they tend to follow the same regime slightly of kind of the character we'll get with the person, but how they get to there changes slightly with each one. Oh yeah. Right, so it means that you've got to slow down. Right, this way. Right. Thank goodness for the boat. But yeah. Then you get. I've then got some where he was kind of. Then I've got assassin ones, so where he was. The main character was stolen as a baby, and then they were brought up believing a set of things, but the thing he was brought up to kind of think was true actually is a whole massive lie, and he finds his actual family, but his family doesn't believe it's him, kind of thing. So yeah, so there's a few, but all of those same, so those 5 categories, 4 or 5 categories, they take up about over 300 books. It's all of those categories, which part of me wants to kind of write a book, and another part of me goes, yeah, no, been there, done that, tried it. It came out rubbish. So I either gave up after the first, well, just the brainstorming for the first chapter, because I had no motivation to just write anything, or I focused too much on dialogue and not enough on what's actually going on. So then you don't actually want to read it. It's always one of the two. Oh. But yeah, the books that I read always had the same thing. And then I'm not gonna say which creator bits, and the thing that gets on my nerves though, so because they're all about content creators, kind of thing, and they always go, oh, okay, none of the stuff in here is actually real, and if any of them feel uncomfortable with it, then I'll take it down. And it's like, okay, but it's your work that you've done. But no. Oh, and then actually no, there's another one. I've got a few where they're magical creature kind of. They've got creature parts embedded into them, and I've got one actually, which is the most unique that I've got. Oh no, I've got two where they're the most unique ones I've got. So one of them is where the main character is kind of a phoenix hybrid, and this one I really like this one. So in that his kind of brother goes insane bits and is really bad, and his whole family are all hybrids of different types of birds, and his one happens to be kind of the rarest. He's a phoenix something. He's phoenix and something else kind of hybrid. But then he also studied magical orbits, so as well as being his hybrid type is extremely rare, he also then became the youngest person in his field of study, kind of thing, or to have learned everything because he pushed himself to learn everything, which I really like. And then he's got one of his brothers is God of Chaos, another one, and then his enemy is well, no, his one of his brothers is God of Brawls, and then his enemy is God of Chaos, kind of thing. and them two fight, and the god of chaos ends up cutting off his wings. But it turns out because of the way the hybrid type goes, it's only a hatchling, and you shouldn't have done that. And it is such a good book. Actually, I'm going to say, and you happen to want to read it because it is such a good book. It doesn't get enough reads, kind of thing. It is such a good book. Where is it? Because I think I remember the title, but I can't remember it entirely. I remember the title enough that I'll be able to recognize it. Oh, I've got books down at the bottom to read. Oh, for pity's sake. Where is it? Where is it? I know it hasn't finished yet. Or did it? Is it in the archive? Okay, it hasn't finished yet. Oh, there we go. I am not Wilbur. I am the Shattered Phoenix. And it is such an amazing book. It is by far my favourite book I've read on here. It's at 23,000 reads. It's got a lot, but it is an amazing book. And then my other one was updated recently. The other one. Oh, so there's another couple. Alright, so there is one which is Mask of Flame and Storm, which is semi-follow on from kind of the person's other book, which is really good. So there's Mask of Flame and Storm. Oh, they did Whispers and Invisible Threads. So the order of it goes Invisible Threads, Whispers, I believe. Or is it the other way around? Oh no, yeah. Whoops. Whispers, Invisible Threads. And them two are really good. They link on kind of your character is in the Dream SMP bits, and kind of you're one of the most powerful people then. It's really good. There's a lot of heartbreak, betrayal. And they changed the plot of the Dream SMP slightly to suit kind of their story version, which is good. Some people kind of just write you in and then don't change the actual plot of it and just kind of go, oh yeah, you were suddenly there, and oh, you happened to see all of that. Oh, you were just there at the time. But this one, no, she changes it quite a bit. And then she's then got the Mask of Flame and Storm, which is coming to an end, but she's going to be doing a new book. Well, I'm gathering it's a she, actually. I don't know what their gender is. I'm assuming she, which I shouldn't assume, but I'm going to assume because otherwise I don't really know what to say. So yeah. No, and then and then the other one. Where is it? Where is it? I'm just gonna find it quickly. Come on, I only read this the other day. How could it have already gone so far down? Okay, this has just turned into me telling you about the books that I read that I love. So I like all the books that I'm reading. Here we go. Okay. But stupid thing. You'll play a video. Alright, so it's called Together We Can, Alone We Will. And it's an Origins SMP kind of AU. And it is really good. It is about kind of the main character of it gets given a book, and his parents go, Oh yeah, that mysterious book that showed up and started talking to you through writing inside of it. Um, yeah, you need to follow that book because we don't really like you, and that book is mega. That book is very important. So bye bye. Go follow the book. Oh, you don't know where the book's taking you, and you might be gonna. Oh well. Yeah, the parents are quite bad in the book. But he goes off, and the boy only had a few friends, and then he ends up making more friends and kind of a newer, better family. And I love the book. And yeah, those are my favorites. Those are my favorite books on there. They're all still currently in writing process as well. Well, apart from the Invisible Threads and the one that came with that one. Anything, Invisible Threads and Strings. Those have finished, but all of the others are current work in progress. But they've got a lot of chapters done. So yeah, so if you're on Wattpad, I would recommend reading them. I don't think we're going to be able to do mining in this first bit because I am going to have to get off soon. So I think we're focused on just kind of getting to the mine. And then what we'll do is in the later stream tonight, we'll actually do the mining. Okay. And we are up. Oh, I hate climbing mountains on a horse. Especially when the horse has got no jump. Ooh. Okay. Just gonna take a picture of that. There we go. And V. The magics of Xbox Minecraft. If you're on a horse and you fall off, the horse takes no fall damage. Alright, we'll go this side to it. Alright, so we need to go about 1,000 mob blocks. So we've had a lot of ice patches, well, snow. So if we ever do need a ton of ice, we don't have to go far. Oh, I'll leave that bit. It says over in crouch mode, where it says over shifted when we're kind of on a horse. So then anything we try to mine just takes ages. Mm. But no, there's some books I hate though. Kind of, you get some where it's the book is going amazing, and then the author just gives up, and you can tell the point where they've given up on it because they then all of a sudden it goes from from being only about halfway through, kind of thing, to the next kind of 2-3 chapters. It's then done. They finished the book, and it's like, oh yeah, that was supposed to end there. Yeah, supposedly, kind of thing, and it's completely finished. Another one I hate. When the book is really bad and they decide to end it all by going, oh yeah, so all of a sudden, for no reason at all, this person decided to just break in and kill all of them. Yeah, just for no reason. And then you're thinking, they anger the person, and the author's like, no, no, just some random stranger who doesn't know them at all, just kind of broke into the house, killed them, and left. It's like, okay, the book was rubbish, but fine. Give it even worse ending. And then you get the books that are just bad from the start. And then they go, and then the author goes, yeah, I'm not even going to try to bother to finish this. This is just bad. But I'm going to try and write a new one. It's like, if your book, if that book was bad, then what makes you think a new book is going to be any better? Or you get some where they go, oh yeah, really enjoyed making this kind of thing. Gonna start making a new one because I'm losing interest on this one. So I'm gonna start making a new one when they've only done a few chapters. And then a few weeks later, you get a new update going, actually, yeah, because I've got no interest, I'm just not doing this one. And instead, I'm gonna do the other one. It's like, seriously, you've only done about 3 or 4 chapters on this book. Could they not have just done about 3 or 4 more chapters and given it an actual ending? So there's some books that I dislike due to how the authors end them. But I hate the ones where it's just like, oh yeah, so I read one book one time which was like, oh yeah, your character is kind of ends up getting involved and being best friends with some really bad people, so then you end up becoming a really bad person. But then they weren't bad people because they wanted to be, but because their company is bad. And it's like the company they work for and own is bad and corrupt. So instead, everyone's dead apart from you. Oh, but actually, no, in a few chapters' time, oh no, actually, the person that your character liked the most, oh, they is alive and being threatened to stay away from you. Otherwise, you die and they die and everyone else dies. And then you finally get together and it turns out the people who were running it were your family. And it's like, what? What's going on? And then they end it off by going, oh yeah, everyone's dead now. And then it's like, so sequel anyone? It's like, but you just said everyone's dead? And you just killed off everyone? And just kind of ended the book. So, you can't really do a sequel. And the authors, you can tell the author's just like, yeah, nah, we're not gonna end it like that. Not how we ended it. We're just gonna ignore over that. Ignore the fact that we've just killed all of the characters. No, that didn't happen. Instead, we are going to focus on the fact that we're doing a new book. And oh, I hated that book. I'm not saying the name of that book because just in case anyone does decide to, I don't want them to get hate. It's like, I don't know if it was their first book or not. I can't remember. Oh, another thing I hate is the spelling and grammar of the people on there. So I can understand it slightly, kind of. You don't always get bits right. I know that my grammar isn't always the best. And then you get some people who go, oh, okay, so English isn't my first language, so please excuse the grammar bits. And it's like, okay, yeah, that's fine. I can excuse it. So if English isn't your first, amazing English skills. But the ones I find annoying is when they don't say that, and then they realise how bad it is after a few chapters, and they're just like, oh, guys, don't tell me all the corrections, because it's really disheartening. And it's like, what do you expect us to do? You write a shit book. Your grammar and bits are awful. And you have no excuse not to. Or to have it like that. You have no excuse not to produce a book that is understandable. Right, chat, I'm going to be ending off here. See you later.